morning, sunshines. Welcome back to another episode of 510 Baking Show. I'm Sierra, and I'm going to be showing you how I made this style shoot cake, but it's actually a surprise proposal. Stay tuned.
Oh my god, stop it.
But before we get into that, I would love it if you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way you guys are notified when I upload my next video. Okay, so there's like two types of cakes that you can have for a styled shoot. One being a fake cake where you use cake dummies, which is like little styrofoam cylinders that you use as tiers, or you can use a real cake. In this case, my sister is putting on this styled shoot using her wedding business called Ever After Moments, and so I took this opportunity to make a real cake. That way we can eat it after. For this cake, we're gonna need a couple of things. Obviously, you're gonna need your cake and your buttercream, but you're also gonna wanna have a cake drum, some bubble tea straws, scissors to cut those bubble tea straws, and a serrated knife to cut the cake. You'll see what I mean. Along with some sort of yellow and purple food coloring. I'm using Chef Master Liquid Gel Food Coloring Set A, and 2 cake boards. They're also called pizza rounds, I believe. And you're probably gonna need more ingredients, but I can't think of them right now, but as I go through the video, make sure to add that to your list if you have a list. So currently it's 2:15 in the morning right now, but this is the only time that I can actually decorate a cake without the kids like running around and me taking away time spending with my kids. So if I forget anything, forget about it, okay? Mamas, you understand where I'm coming from? And if you do understand where I'm coming from, make sure to hit that like button right now. That way I know how many mamas are actually watching my video. I'm going to make this cake 4 layers high. Like, what? And then I'm gonna cut it an angle using my serrated knife. I'll show you how to do that. Starting with my cake drum, place it on my turntable, a little bit of buttercream, and here we go. My cake right now is like, I usually work with my cake layers frozen, but because I'm cutting it in an angle, I thought it would be easier if I defrosted my cake. But I might be regretting that now, I'm not sure yet. This is a tall cake, you guys. So I'm not going to crumb coat it yet. I'm gonna freeze it for a little bit so it hardens up, but not to where the point where it's like frozen, but where it's easy for it to cut. And I'll be right back. You guys, I'm so sad. I stopped checking the sound on my videos and halfway through decorating my cake. Now looking back on the videos, my mic stopped working. So it sounds like I'm talking in a tunnel, but you know, I hope you guys still enjoy the video. Please continue to watch it even if it sounds like I'm in a tunnel. I'm sorry. And while that big guy is chilling in the fridge, I'm gonna work on my top tier. And I'm gonna be using a technique that I saw on Instagram. I first saw it with Neurotic Mom. She made like a lamb cake for, I don't know if it was Easter, but it was a lamb and it was a cake turned on its side. And then I saw Delaney's Desserts on Instagram, and she created the cake top forward technique, and it's so beautiful. It's genius, and I'm gonna be using that today for my top tier. This has been in the fridge for about 20 minutes. I know I said I was gonna put it in the freezer, but I don't have room in my freezer, so I put it in the fridge. And it's kind of wobbly still, but the buttercream is hard, so I can work with that. Do I want it on the left or this is my left or my right? Okay, we'll start off with a small angle. And I'm going to cut it down so that I can see where I'm at with that. Okay.
don't have enough room. One. Boop, boop, boop. I'm gonna put this back in the fridge until I make my buttercream. That way the buttercream on the cake doesn't melt. And then we'll be right back. All right, and then for this tier, I want it to be a little smaller. I'm gonna fit it in that angle of the bottom tier. So I'm gonna try and make it like a 4-inch cake. I measured, not with a ruler, but with my finger, from my nail to the back of my knuckle. That's how wide the top circle is going to be on this cake. So I just measured, like, if I put my finger down, it's from here to here, just eyeball, and I'm going to cut straight down. Lord, please let this fit. Guys, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. That's how it's gonna be. That is awesome. Okay. Thank you, Lord. Okay, both of these babies are crumb coated, so now I'm just gonna leave them in the fridge to harden up, and then I'm gonna put the final coat on. Next, I'm gonna cut off the edges, that way I get a really sharp edge on the edge of the cake. Okay, so this is the reason why you want 2 cake boards. You're going to take this one, kind of center it on here as best as you can, flip it over, and then we're gonna ice this bottom of this cake. Why are we icing the bottom of the cake? Because we're gonna turn this cake sideways. And we don't want the back part exposed, that'd be ugly. So I'm gonna place this back in the freezer for about 10 minutes just so it hardens, and then I'm gonna place it onto the cake. It's time to start the cake. Okay, so we're gonna get our bubble tea straws. We're just gonna do it to the top of this. And then I'm gonna be putting these skewers in, and I'm gonna have to cut them. I'm gonna poke it, using the pokey side, I'm gonna poke it all the way into the cake board, into the cake drum, and then we'll see how much room is left over for me to cut. Kind of sticking out like here. and get yourselves a skewer cutter, because scissors aren't the best. I'm gonna do it one more time with this one. Nice. And I'm just gonna poke these right next to the straws. Okay, I'm gonna go get my top tier, and we're gonna pray again. Lord, please let this work. This be totally awesome, God. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. We snug the level. Yes. All right. Now let's smooth it out. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. God bless.